what hedge can I use as a barrier that will grow in deep shade? And this is Gene from Worcester, Massachusetts. So what do you think about that? Now, look, wants it to be used as a fence and, of course, to keep out the critters. So that's going to be pretty tough, right?
That's a tall order.
It is. It is.
I mean,
So let's think about the zone, right?
zone, yes.
In Worcester,
It's
Massachusetts.
Worcester. Maybe you can go to Extension and find some plants, listed for his area.
Right, because the zone is going to be 6A.
It's 6A.
This is
The
zone.
first thing that I'm thinking of for, like, if he wants it evergreen, I would mix the hedge for one thing, because it'll do better. Because some things will do better than others, and if he finds that, he can add some more of those.
Right.
But I don't think it's ever going to keep out what he wants because it's out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm thinking evergreen could be cypress, juniper, arborvitae, yews, hemlock, holly, boxwood, and rhododendrons. Deciduous, which lose their leaves, lilacs, hornbeams,
Oh, how about that? Okay. Think
forsythia,
about that.
viburnum, quince, and hawthorn. Some of those have thorns.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's talking about deep shade. That probably
Deep.
concerns me more than anything, because nothing is going to bloom or do well in deep shade, no matter what it is. So I'm perplexed with the deep shade part.
The deep shade part.
Because no plants will, I mean, what do you think grows in the deep woods? Nothing.
Yeah.
It's just leaf litter on the ground. So
It's going to be a tough one.
it's
huh?
going to be, and I'm afraid that he's going to have to plant them so close together, and they're going to be existing until maybe they decline because of the deep shade, unless he wants to, he wants to get the trees thin so some dappled light comes in.
Wow.
That would help.
All right.
But I mean, all of those things can be used, because even they use all those things for hedges.
Right.
And I would mix up the plants. I wouldn't make it all one
Yeah, not
type.
a monoculture of the same
Yeah.
thing.
So,
Oh,
but
man.
I don't think any of it's going to bloom if it's in deep shade.
All right. I see Mr. D over there, so let's hear it, Mr. D.
I've got an idea.
You got an idea?
I do have an idea.
All right, let's hear it.
I think the first thing you need to do is build a fence. Fences do very well in deep shade.
Yes, they do.
I would build a fence, and then on this side of the fence, I would plant the shrubs you were talking about.
Okay.
Just exactly the way you described them. And that way you don't see the fence that much.
All right.
And maybe.
Maybe.
But if you do see the fence, you still are keeping the critters
Ah,
out.
right.
That's true.
So
Okay.
I have a problem with critters.
All right.
So that would be my number one thing. And then the shrubs and all that is great. But as far as a hedge
To keep out stuff, no.
to keep out critters, I mean, hedges attract critters.
Well,
That's called protection for those guys.
Yeah.
That's just not going to happen. So I'd say a combination here would solve your problem.
Fence.
Fence and shrubs.
Combination.
And shrub.
Fence and shrub.
And if you could just have
Yeah, I
one
like it.
fence.
Fence. All right.